to leave, she said she had to go. Asked to come back, she told me no. Heartbroken last fall, she won't return my calls. Pretty brown skin, but I ignored the flaws. She ain't ignoring mine, put a pause on the whole thing like baby slow down. Got me like don't, I miss you, I need you around. Homies thinking that I'm crazy, so I can never tell them how I think about you.
Like a superhero. We got Fuego Fresh in the building. Let me get this last track out the way. What up, cameraman? Oh my gosh, man. So much happening, so much going on. Let me get this out the way. Shout out Mark Bravo. I know he on tour right now. Tia Singh, she sent me this. I gotta play more women's music anyway. I don't got enough. Send me some stuff. Let's go, man. What up, nigga?
Good.
What up? Man. All right, man. I go by the name Don Spawn. The DO single right here on WUAG103, man. I got Fuego Fresh in the building.
Wow.
Listen, man. Greensboro, North Carolina, to go ahead and stand up. Southside, right across from the Mayflower, especially, you know. Go ahead and get on your feet, man. Stand up as well. What were, when you were starting out rapping, music, studying, where did you see yourself, all right? Back then compared to now. Where'd you see yourself when you say, all right, I have hit success, this is a long time coming? Where do you think you were going to be?
Starting out with rap, I kind of was 1 foot out, 1 foot in. So once I kind of really started taking it serious, I just started really seeing that growth in my music. And I've always liked music. I've always liked rap music. So just like once I started rapping, I started getting better. I started seeing that growth. It kind of just made me want to get better and better and better. And then once I feel like I found myself, I just ran with it. I just ran with it, honestly.
You just ran with it.
Yeah, I just ran with it, man. I love music. Early inspirations, like I love Outkast and Kanye too. Like, so I was just definitely Outkast and Kanye was in my CD player. I don't know if it might be too young to remember the CD players, but definitely.
The one on the go, the battery pack?
Yeah, the one on the go. Yeah, for sure.
On the field trip with about 3 CDs.
CD player. I thought you was him back in the day.
Come on, man.
I thought you was him.
You know, I'm listening to a lot of your tracks, and I'm really starting to understand and feel where you come from. All right. At first, it was I just read the back of the book. All right, cool. Now it's like, all right, I get it. I get it. And even on the ride back down from New York, I'm like, let me listen to it. You know, I pull up, let me see what I'm talking about. And it's like, all right, you gotta find yourself with where you are and where you're going.
Right.
Because even to hear Last Firebender, I'm listening to it like, I like Note to Self.
Yeah.
I like Note to Self.
I like Note to Self too.
I like Note to Self.
Cookie Smoke is on Note to Self. He passed away a couple years ago. That was my man. He was nice, but yeah. See, I was even finding myself on Note to Self. That was kind of bars on the auto tune wave too. Shout out Crizzy and Slim Stone and Crizzy produced that beat.
I got you. And even before Ghana, what was it? Where you got music before the?
Yeah, I got music before that too. I kind of I started out in 2015. So I got music on SoundCloud too under Fuego Fresh. I think I got on Dear World. I think I got a Dear World freestyle on there. I got a song from my first mixtape on there called The Beginning. So I'm definitely on SoundCloud. Some of my earlier music.
We live clicking right now. Lemon Pepper freestyle?
The other one. Yeah, I got one of them too, but the other one.
The other one? Yeah, this is what Google popped up. All right. Yeesh. I feel you, man. I feel you. So, like, what is next? All right, you definitely have you got the demeanor of like, all right, we got more work. I know I got more work to work.
Right.
I know I have more work to work on. Sure. Only around you do I get tongue twisters. There's more progression to happen. I know where I came from and know where I'm going. What is next? Because even looking at your discography, I got Spotify, so I don't know something on Apple that's on Spotify. Right. But even looking through your discography, you don't really have a lot of albums, but you got a lot of EP quick packs that are like, here you go.
Hitters, yeah, quick
hitters.
Where,
you know,
for sure.
Fuego Times Day 3 is one of those things. So like, what is next, and like, what is the process to even make another album?
Honestly, what's next is the album. Like you said, I've been doing a lot of singles, a lot of EPs. So I think it's time for me and my producers to really lock in. I honestly been thinking about that the last couple of days, kind of cultivate an album, kind of come together.
Yeah.
And definitely give everybody what they're looking for.
What are they looking for? I just want to hear rap, but
they looking for the album. Honestly, like I get a lot of questions, and I honestly feel like, you know, my fans or the people that listen to my music who appreciate it, I feel like they're looking for more from me as well. Maybe on the content wave, things of that nature. So right now I'm just trying to kind of gather up a team, muster up a team, coming together so we can start putting out this content and this music. But also what's next, like I was telling you earlier, I got this creators compound coming up in September. It's gonna be a week trip. We're gonna try to make a bunch of music from there. Like I said, it's gonna be a bunch of artists, producers, and engineers that come through, and we just trying to give out opportunity, iron sharpen iron, you know, work on music.
I feel you. How'd you come up with that? Just you thought about what you didn't have, or what you want to offer? Or?
I was watching something the other day. I was on the phone with my homeboy. Me and him kind of cultivated the idea together. But I was watching something the other day, and it inspired me. So I got that the inspiration from. Honestly, I remember back in the day we used to dance. It used to be this.
Stop the presses. Stop the presses. Hold on. New exclusive news.
It used to be this cool little dance back in the day. We all used to do. Everybody used to do.
I thought it was a dancer. I thought it was a TikTok.
We used to get up together, and it would be like a group of everybody in their crews or if yourself, whatever, and it would be this thing called a function, and you know it would be recorded, documented, and everybody would just dance. So I got the idea like we should do something like that with music. I have a bunch of artists, engineers, and producers come through. One Airbnb, one enclosed building or whatever, and just work on music. Call it the Creators Compound. Come create.
Everybody gonna learn to dance though?
Nah, man, you know we ain't really doing
Knees
no
don't bend
dancing
like that no more.
Man.
Some pop locking.
Yeah, man, we getting older.
Let the kids let your kids figure out the dance.
Yeah.
They gonna pass it down. You know what I'm saying? Keep it in the family.
Everything come back tenfold.
I feel you, man. Appreciate you pulling up right here on WUAG103. Syndicate FM. Like I said, you saw it. The door's open. You came running in.
The door's open.
The door is open. Let the folks know where they can find you. We're going to get into a majority of the tunes you done sent me, starting with Long Time Coming.
All right. I'm on all platforms at _ Fuego Fresh, FUEGO FRESH. That's Twitter or X, you want to call it. Instagram. Apple Music, Fuego Fresh. Like he just said, my last project to come out was a series that I had did, FUEGOTINES, and I just did maybe the final one. I might do another, you know what I'm saying? I might, that's an exclusive. But yeah, go check me out, please. Fuego Fresh. I appreciate the opportunity too, bro.
No doubt, man. Listen, man, welcome to the Syndicate. Appreciate you hopping on the Syndicate 5 Rick G's beat. And then Nazar sent me something of yours that says freestyle. So I'm like, how many he done got?
I just go in there and be rapping. I just be trying to get stuff off my chest.
That's the best to do, capture it. Right? Put it on wax sometime.
Definitely.
All right, let's get to it, man. Long time coming. Come on, man. Let me try to do my job. Come on, computers, play this song, man. Man, what's going on, man? How is Greensboro treating you as an artist, man? Like, I live in Winston, so I always gotta like live through y'all to see what's going on, man.
It's pretty smooth, you know what I'm saying? It ain't really too many opportunities, I wouldn't say, you know what I'm saying, for independent artists trying to come up other than just, you know, getting out on streaming platforms and trying to go to these open mic performances and things of that nature. But I'm actually trying to create something. I got me and my man Brown, we got a little creators compound coming in December. I want to get a bunch of artists and producers, engineers all together in one room. Well, one house, Airbnb, whatever. Right. And, you know, really create and just iron sharpening iron. But I wouldn't say there's too many outlets. So, you know, just trying to figure out a way that I can provide something for my people, you feel me?
Right. Now, as you're trying to provide something for your people, how are you making sure you're good first? Because that kind of goes back to like when the artist signed the artist, but you're still an artist.
Right. You know, health is wealth. So just taking care of myself, trying to stay motivated, stay locked in for real. You know, I got 2 kids, so you know I always got a reason. Papa Fresh. You know, big Papa. So I always got a reason. You know what
Papa Fresh, man. Yes, listen, man, you do it a lot, man. I remember I needed you to say, you was like, you was with your kids. I was like, yo, go ahead and do what you gotta do.
Man. Yeah, for sure.
Do what you gotta do.
Kids first, man. Shout out Jador. Shout out Jair.
Double J's?
Yeah, double J's. Gotta be the J's.
Nah, I feel
gotta be.
Like it's it's good that, you know, I met you at the Cypher because it was like, all right, just let him pull out. Then you pulled up with Leak.
Yep, the real Leak.
The real Leak. He sent me something too.
Yeah. Definitely got to get my bro in rotation. Straight out the east side, you know what I'm saying? The real Leak, for sure. That's my people.
East Greensboro?
Yeah, east side of Greensboro.
See, listen, I'm in Winston. I don't know what's going on.
That's my man, though. But, yeah, you know, we just, another artist I fuck with aside from LuckyLefty.
Yo, we on the air, man. FCC. See, these are my thoughts, not the school.
My bad.
It's okay. We're learning, though. It's academia.
Yeah, my fault. But, you know, just another artist that I mess with besides LuckyLefty. So, you know, we just building, trying to, like I say, get a platform for my brothers so we all can eat. You know what I'm saying? I apologize, though. My bad, bro.
Right, you good, man. It's academia, man. They want to, the FCC, like, yo, y'all know this is school, right? And we're learning, right?
I appreciate it. My fault.
It's all good. It's all good. You know, it's like, see, one thing I love about what I do is, okay, I got me, and then I got the platform, right? But how can I get to other artists? And again, that day was Jabron gave me you. All right, I'm expecting you. Here comes Lee. Lee just a homie I'm with, and we all in the room. I'm like, yo, come rap. You might as well come rap. And from there, okay, cool. Now we got you and Leak. Then Nazar sent me Frank Lucas that we're definitely going to play, and then here from is Left.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay, more artists. And like, I love how like that just gave me more folks, and from there, you know, it's a domino.
It's a big pyramid.
It's a big pyramid. When did you and Nazar lock in, man? Because I'm listening to pre-Fuego and I'm listening to Fuego now. All right.
Pre-Fuego, there's a lot of Crizzy, Termio Crizzy. Shout out my boy Crizzy. I would say I met Zar about 2021, maybe the end of 2020, somewhere around there. And, you know, we just locked in. He had the beats I was looking for, and we just made it make sense. We've been locked in ever since. Just been putting in that work. Shout out Wonderland. For sure. But, yeah, that's good peoples, man. He engineered all the records. For the most part, all my beats is produced by Nazar. So, you know, definitely big shout out to Nazar. That's my boy.
Shout out Nazar. Sorry for your pops. Condolences to that as well.
For sure.
Now, you're saying he had the beats he was looking for. Now, I was listening to the last Firebender. All right. Different, fresh.
For sure.
Than 2025, and then even going to 3-3 with Long Time Coming.
For sure.
What was you necessarily looking for from the style you had? Because it's two different folks. Again, it's growth, but like...
for sure it's growth, but I feel like I was just trying to find myself as an artist. And I feel like the music I'm making now is always the music that I always wanted to be making. So I just feel like I just had to find myself as an artist and go through different levels and different streams of thought, trying to get to the final product, which we still trying to reach today. But yeah, just trying to find myself, honestly.
What does Final Form Fresh look like?
Final Form is... Honestly, I could do anything. I don't want to put myself in a box. Like, my older music is a lot of auto-tune. Now music is less auto-tune, more bars and storytelling and things of that nature. But I don't want to put myself in a box at all. But the final version is just being precise with everything. Being well-rounded in all aspects. You know, auto-tune, bars, storytelling, all of it.
Auto-tune, bars, storytelling. And I hear a lot of stories in your... Forgot to spell telling. All right, there we go. Forgot to spell telling. I'm brave for all day. And I hear a lot of stories in your raps. Where is this inspiration coming from, man?
Honestly, just my everyday life. If I can't, I feel like whenever I'm going through something, I just write about it. I may not talk to too many people. I may not plug too many people into that information. But anything I'm going through, the first thing I do is I write about it. So it just comes from living life. And I try to, you know, mix the life with the bars, not tell too much, but still, you know, get that story feeling with it.
Give an illusion.
You know what I'm saying? To what you can, definitely what you could pick up on. But, you know, it just comes from life.
How old are you?
I'll be 28 next month.
Dang.
I'll be 28 next month, May 14th.
Next month, too. For sure, 2 years apart.
Shout out my mom. Shout out my mom. Shout out my dad, too, for sure.
Peace.
28.
So in 28 years, what has been the one thing you've learned the most when it comes to the music? When it comes to life, into the music? Because when did you decide you wanted to rap?
I really been rapping all my life. My uncle used to rap back in the day in the 80s.
Okay.
Which kind of influenced my dad to rap. You know what I'm saying? So I've been around music all my life. My mom is a big music fan. So I just dived into it like that, just for the love of music. Lucky, that's my older cousin.
Yeah.
He had his way of introducing me to certain things. I just had a lot of influences musically throughout the way.
All right. No, go ahead.
I would say that life, it's life. You know, every day is a lesson. I've learned a lot of things. And, you know, that's just what happens when you're growing and maturing. You learn things as far as learning in the music.
Right.
Every day is something new with music. I say music is one of those things you kind of want to take your time with.
True.
You kind of want to find yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Try to be different, not sound like everybody else or what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
My homie tell me all the time, you can't stand out if you fitting in.
Can't stand out if you fitting in.
Shout out Jody. He definitely tell me that. So I just, you know, pride myself on trying to be different and learning different things through the music. I got Zar teaching me certain things. I study music as well. I study artists. I study freestyles. I study all genres of music. So, you know, it's always something to learn.
And what artists are you necessarily studying? Because you have so many styles.
Right.
You can't put you in a box, man.
I listen to a lot of music. I like Dave East.
Mm-hmm.
I like Kiss.
All right.
I listen to Core. He out of Philly. He was rocking with Meek for a minute. Meek is definitely one of my favorite artists.
Okay. All right. I'm starting to put it together now.
Yeah, I like Jay-Z. Jay, one of my favorites. I like Drake. I like Freddie Gibbs. I like the whole Griselda. I don't know. I listen to everything. Like, all that influences me. You get all that, and you get me. I listen to everything though.
But during the auto-tune
Big
times,
Daddy Kane. All
okay,
that.
Nah, I get it.
All that. During the auto-tune times though, I ain't gonna lie. Around that time, my favorite artist was Gunna. I was into a lot of the Gunna.
All right, and that's what it was dropping
Lil
to.
Baby, yeah.
Okay.
I was heavy on that way. Lil Baby,
Atlanta stuff.
Gunna. Yeah, for sure. I just had to, you know, find myself though. But I definitely was rocking with the auto-tune for a little minute.
No, that's cool. I mean, you jumped in. I gotta tell some of my students and other, you know, youngers around me. It's like, all right, just jump in and figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got a lot of inspirations, a lot of rhythms that you could possibly do something. And I told a lot of my students, I'm like, yeah, I wrote a song. I'm not dropped, but I'll let y'all know where it's at. It's out there, but I'm not gonna put it out there. It's like, oh, it's not under a name you're just gonna find. Like, you're not gonna find it,
right?
Unless you know who I am and understand 2 + 2.
Right.
So it's like,
you know.
Yeah, like if you just do it, you get it. You figure out, okay, this is the rhythm, but I don't want that rhythm. So how can we go from this rhythm? How can we go from this side of Dom Savant, from the other side of Dom Savant? Mm-hmm. And from there, you listen to so much and study other things. Like, okay, this is where I want to go.
Right.
You know, as I
eventually
told,
you find yourself. Right.
Because eventually I told folks, like, yo, I've pretty much done all the sides of the music where it's like I have a question that is based on experience.
Mm-hmm.
My question is based on experience because I couldn't put myself in a position where I don't know what I'm talking about.
Right.
But hey, answer this question, but it comes from experience.
All right.
When I met you, we was dropping 3-3. 3 for 3?
Yeah, 3 for 3.
Long time coming. What is that about?
It's just been a long time coming. I kind of be feeling like my time is coming. Definitely sooner than later. I've been meeting the right people. I've been networking. Mm-hmm. I've been doing shows. I got a show coming up next weekend, April 14th. Sir. I will be at Shrimp and Grits. Me and LuckyLefty. Nazar will be in the building as well. Shout out to whole conglomerate. Never settle for less. Bomb Squad.
Ever.
And Wonderland. But
Squad.
Yeah, so just around that time, I was just feeling like my time was coming. And I just, you know, wanted to talk about it. It's been a long time coming.
I mean, you called it 3 for 3. Why you put it like that?
3 for 3 because it's 3 tracks.
3 tracks.
Nothing too crazy. Something to get through. You know, check me out. Fuego Fresh on all platforms. 3 for 3.
Yeah, no, I see. And then you get to the less talking, more writing. You dissing somebody? Somebody talking too much? Like,
nah, I just at that time I was really expounding and expanding my pen.
All right.
So it's just I ain't really got nothing to say, but I got a lot to write about.
What exercises do you go through when writing to prepare yourself to write? What exercises do you have?
Usually, it's not necessarily exercises. I would say it's more so inspiration. I might get inspired off of life. I might be going through something and want to write about it, or I might listen to one of those artists I name or something like that and get inspired, or I just might be in the mood to feel like rapping. There's really no exercise. It's just all about feeling for me.
It's all about feeling, and that's what I like. You ready at any point though.
Right.
You are ready at any point. I've seen it. I've seen it. I witnessed it, and I've been a part of it. I'm like, oh, that was fast.
Yeah. I'm always ready. Still ready, so you ain't gotta get ready.
Yo, how many songs do you have labeled in a phone and a laptop called freestyle?
It's about 20 to 30 different freestyles.
Just ready.
Just ready.
Just ready. Do you relabel it later?
It just, it just depends. When the time is right. When the time is right, you might just want to drop 1 or 2. Let them know you still got it. You ain't going nowhere.
Still got it, man. I gotta put you in rap battle, but not necessarily not the smack stuff, but more like just put a beat on, just let them go.
Let me go.
Let them go. Hey, don't take the train wheels off, get the governor off.
Yeah.
Just let the German shepherds be red, just in case we gotta he too hot. He too hot.
Nah, I'm gonna definitely do my thing.
Too hot.
Definitely do my thing when the beats come on.
Listen, and for every artist I meet, there's always that one song that I'm just like, yo, I like him. Frank Lucas. Mm-hmm. What we need the backstory behind that.
Man, I believe I pulled up to the studio one day. I pulled up on Zar.
All right.
I believe Cuz was in town.
Okay. So you're not from here?
Nah, he's not from here. He from Laurinburg. Cuz from Laurinburg.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? So he came from up this way for a little session we was having. And Zar put the beat on.
Right.
And I just started writing. Right there on the spot. I wrote my verse, went in there. And by the time I got done recording, Cuz had his verse.
Okay.
The hook was real simple.
Real simple.
So at that point, the beat was the inspiration. You said, what exercises did I use? I said it was inspiration and feeling. At that point, I just felt that beat when that beat came on. So that was the vibe.
And then he came in and did his. Did he hear the beat before that?
And did his big one. I think we both heard it get cooked up at the same time.
So this is getting cooked up.
Yeah, so we walk into the studio and usually it's either beats getting cooked up or he already playing something that he feel like we would be interested in. So I think that was one of the days he was just so happened to be cooking up. And we just walked in there and Frank Lucas was made.
How long was he in town?
Cuz usually just come for the session.
Okay.
Cause he got kids, so
he got to be back real soon.
He trying to handle his business. For sure.
Dang. Hey, let's go ahead and play Frank Lucas. Yeah. We played Frank Lucas right here.
Fresh.
Fuego fresh.
Yes, sir.
LuckyLefty. You got to say it slowly because, again, you're going to be tongue twisted, man. Big Lucky.
About to drop, too. Lucky got a tape dropping on April 15th. April 15th. Definitely be on the lookout for that LuckyLefty.
Hopefully he ain't got what I got. Because I'm trying to drop something, too, with Nazar. I got your track and I got his track.
Hey, we might have an exclusive. We might have some exclusive.
Let's get into it. We'll be right back, man. Frank Lucas, LuckyLefty, Fuego Fresh. Let's get into it.
Let's get it.